The Bhagavatism in Panini's Ashtadhyayi, there is a sutra which says that the worshippers of Vasudeva Krishna were called as Bhagavats. And in this Panini's Ashtadhyayi, Vasudeva Krishna as Krishna is also described as the hero of Satvata race. Satvata race hero Krishna అని చెప్పి డిస్క్రైబ్ చేస్తున్నారు ఇన్ పనిని అష్టాధ్యాయి. అండ్ ఇన్ చండోగ్య ఉపనిషత్లో ఏం రాశారంటే కృష్ణుడు ద సన్ ఆఫ్ దేవకి, హీ ఈజ్ ద ప్యూపల్ ఆఫ్ సేజ్ ఘోరా హీఈస్ ద సేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఘోరా అంగిరాస హూ వాస్ అ సన్ వర్షిపింగ్ ప్రీస్ట్ అని కూడా చెప్పారు చండోగ్య ఉపనిషత్లో. అండ్ అనదర్ వన్ ఇస్ Vasudeva Krishna appears to have played the most dynamic role in the great Kurukshetra war, and he helped in the establishment of Dharma after the destruction of Adharma. He was idealized by his followers during his lifetime and was apotheosized afterwards. A large number of people who worshipped him as their personal god were called as Bhagavats initially. Then this Vasudeva Bhagavata ఎవరైతే కృష్ణుని వాళ్ళ పర్సనల్ గాడ్ అనుకున్నారో దే వర్ కాల్డ్ as Bhagavats. This Vasudeva Bhagavata cult was steadily growing religious movement. Vasudeva Bhagavata cult was a steadily growing religious movement. It was absorbing within itself, within its fold, other Vedic and Brahmanic deities like Vishnu and Narayana also. The inscriptions on the Besnagar edits లో ఉన్న inscription in the 2nd century BC, it shows that Vasudeva cult was also receiving royal support also. The next religion is Ajvikas. It was founded by Makkali Goshala Putra. He was in 6th century BC. అండ్ అజ్విక లిటరలీ మీన్స్ లైవ్లీహుడ్, అంటే రోజు చేసుకునే పనులు, బతకడానికి చేసుకునే పనులని అర్థం. అజ్విక లిటరలీ మీన్స్ లైవ్లీహుడ్. అండ్ మక్కలి గోశాల పుత్ర వాస్ companion of Mahavira, and the central theme of Ajvika was Niyati, means fate. It is a doctrine of predetermination. Then everything has been determined already అని చెప్పి నియతిలో చెప్తుంది, in destiny. So this was popular around 6th and 2nd century BC లో it became popular, and Mauryans also patronized the Ajvika religion like Bindusara of Mauryans, Bindusara and Dasaratha Maurya, who was the grandson of King Ashoka, also patronized the Ajvika religion. They followed Ajvika religion. Then King Ashoka also donated the Barabar caves to Ajvika monks in 2nd century BC. That is 261 BC లో కింగ్ అశోక డొనేటెడ్ బరాబరా కేవ్స్ టు అజ్వికా monks in 261 BC. Then another description on the Nagarjuna hills of the grandson of Ashoka, that is Dasharatha Maurya. An inscription of Dasharatha Maurya on the Nagarjuna hills tells that Ajvikas continued to enjoy the imperial Mauryan patronage for a long time. They continued to enjoy imperial Mauryan patronage for a long time. The reasons for the downfall of the sect were unknown. And Ajvika religion, according to All-in-One, in the early days, the Buddhists' main rival were Ajvikas. The considerable popularity enjoyed by the Ajvikas between the 5th, 4th and 3rd century BCs can be explained above all by its consistent and radical criticism of Brahmanism propagated by Gosala, the founder of Ajvikism. This Ajvikism, why it became so much popular is because it was the consistent and the radical criticism of Brahmanism. Well, consistent ga they were criticizing the Brahmanism anamata, so that's why they became more popular. By ever criticized chesaru by Gosala Makkali Putra or Makkali Gosala Putra. So in its early stages, 5th BC, the Ajvikans appear to have had more followers than the Buddhism. Early stages lo in the 5th century BC, Ajvikans had more followers than the Buddhists anamata. So they were not only popular among the representatives of the rich trading circles, rich merchants, because rich merchants only didn't want Brahmanism anamata. They were not only popular among representative of rich trading circles and artisans, but also among the lower strata also, particularly the potters, kummarolu. Potters lo kuda they were famous anamata Ajvikans. The Vayu Purana, a writing that was finally compiled sometime between 3rd and 6th century AD. Vayu Purana also notes that, says that followers of Ajvikas were Shudras and men of different castes or even untouchables. So Vayu Purana also says followers of Ajvikas were Shudras, men of different castes and even untouchables. Then Buddhists and Ajvikas actively competed with each other in making new followers. In making new followers, they competed actively, Ajvikas and Buddhists. It is therefore not surprising that Buddhist sutras criticized the Goshala. Buddhist sutras criticized Gosala and his teachings, and in exceptionally harsh terms. Buddhist sutras criticize Gosala and his teachings in exceptionally harsh terms. Theoretical disputes also. Theoretical disputes sometimes degenerated into open clashes. Theoretical disputes. According to the well-known Buddhist author Buddha Ghosha, a rich money lender by the name Migara, who is an inhabitant of Shravasti, the capital of Kosala. He was a patron of Ajvikas for a long time before adapting the Buddhism. So Migara migrate anko. He migrated from Ajvika to Buddhism. Buddha Ghosha also says that a rich money lender named Migara, an inhabitant of Shravasti, the capital of Kosala, he was a patron of Ajvikas for a long time before adapting Buddhism. In the Pali canon, Gosala is compared with a fisherman. సో పాలీ లాంగ్వేజ్లో ఏం చెప్పారంటే గోసాల హీస్ కంపేర్డ్ టు ఫిషర్మెన్ అని చెప్పారు. ద గోసాల ద ఫాలోవర్ ఆఫ్ ది అజ్వికా సెక్ట్, హీ డిడ్ నాట్ బిలీవ్ దట్ దేర్ వాస్ ఎనీ స్పెషల్ కాజ్ ఫర్ ఎయిదర్ ద మిజరీ ఆఫ్ ద హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ ఆర్ ఫర్ దర్ డెలివరెన్స్. మిజరీ ఆఫ్ ద హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్కి డిజైరే కాజ్ అని చెప్పి, సంసారం ఇదే అని చెప్పి బుద్ధిస్టులు అన్నారు. బట్ గోసాల సెడ్ he did not believe that there was any special cause for the misery of human beings, and he did not believe in human effort also. But there was in Buddha వాళ్ళ 8-fold pathలో right effort అనేది కూడా ఉంది ఒకటి. But Gosala did not believe in human effort. So he held that all the creatures were helpless against destiny. This is very much true. But Gosala said that all the creatures are very much helpless against the destiny, and he advocated the doctrine of samsara vishuddhi, or the doctrine of purity, only by passing through all kinds of existence. He said that you could attain the doctrine of samsara vishuddhi. Vishuddhi చేయడం అంటేనే ప్యూరిఫై అవ్వడం. సంసార విశుద్ధి or doctrine of purity only by passing through all kinds of existence. And he maintained that all creatures, wise or foolish, were destined to pass through this samsara. All the creatures, wise or foolish, should pass through this samsara, and that their misery would come to an end only at the completion of the cycle of birth and rebirth. So this misery would only come to an end at the completion of the cycle. Till then all the creatures have to pass through samsara. And the earliest artificial caves that were used by the Ajvika monks, the earliest the Barabar caves were given by Ashoka kada. Earliest artificial caves were used as hermitage by Ajvika monks. Then next comes the Charvaka religion, Charvaka or Lokayata. Ajit Kesha Kambali is thought to be the first Charvaka, while Brihaspati is its founder. Brihaspati ayana, he founded it around 6th century BC, while Ajita Kesha Kambali is thought to be the first Charvaka. So this system was originally called as Lokayat or Brihaspati kabatti Brihaspatya అనేవాళ్ళు. Brihaspati found చేశాడు కాబట్టి it was called as Brihaspatya or Lokayata. Then they preached complete materialism and complete atheism. They preached in Charvaka religion. So death is the only end of a man. Death is only end of man, and enjoyment of pleasures are the only objects of the life. వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్పారంటే మనిషికి ఎండ్ వచ్చేసి డెత్తోనే వస్తుంది, నాట్ బై సాల్వేషన్ అనేమో వాళ్ళ ఉద్దేశం. మ్యాన్, ద డెత్ ఈస్ ది ఓన్లీ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది మ్యాన్ అండ్ ఎంజాయ్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్లెజర్స్ ఆర్ ది ఓన్లీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ ది లైఫ్ అని చెప్పారు వాళ్ళు. దే డిడ్ నాట్ బిలీవ్ ఇన్ లైఫ్ ఆఫ్టర్ డెత్. అకార్డింగ్ టు హిమ్, దట్ ఈస్ అజిత్ కేశ కంబాలి, life is made out of 5 elements, that is air, water, fire, sand, and after air, water, fire, sand and bhumi, after his death each of these after the death of a person, each of these elements merges with the elements outside. After the death of the person, each of these elements will emerge with the elements outside in the nature. All atheists are followers of Charvaka. All the atheists are followers of Charvaka religion, and so he preached to enjoy the life as one has only one life to live. Wow. So Charvaka, what did he say? He preached to enjoy your life as one has only one life to live. Some other different religions which emerged during the 6th century BC were Ajvikas, Goshali, Makkala Putra, and Uchedavada, Niyativada, Charvaka or Brihaspatya or Bautikavada. Charvaka, Bautikavada, Niyatiwada, Uchedavada, Akriyavada, Akrutavada, Anischityatva. So these were some of the religions.